What up, SWAC fans? It's your boy SWAC TV coming today with Jackson State versus Bethune Cookman game reaction. We're gonna jump straight into it. I just want to give a shout out to Coach Gary, Coach Flea as they call him, aka Coach Flea. He did his thing. First quarter definitely started out rough for Jackson State, but after that he didn't even have to wait to halftime. He had already made the in-game adjustments. They jumped on top of him quick, and the second quarter. And just made it after that, it was pretty much over with. But I would like to know what y'all was thinking when Bethune-Cookman, the score was 9-0. After they, made the touchdown, then kicked the field goal. It was like the start of the second, somewhere in there. And the score was 9-0. Please tell me down in the comments what y'all was thinking, because I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't worried one bit. Like, I still had 100% confidence that Jackson State was going to beat them by 17 points or more. I had picked them to beat them 31-14. They ended up beating them worse, 42-12. They ended up beating them by 30, almost double what I said. But Jackson State played great. Bethune-Cookman started out great. But I will say this about Bethune-Cookman. Their defensive line dominated our offensive line. I'm talking about dominated them. Matter of fact, I just want to show y'all proof. Show you just a couple plays that, really pissed me off. So, number 51, come on, bro. What was you doing? 79, 61. Like, what was y'all boys doing? Like, y'all out there trying to play patty cake, man. Out that three-point stance a lot faster and get y'all hands up under somebody's shoulder pass, bro. Like, what are y'all doing? The run game was stuffed all game. So you run blocking one nothing. And then you letting them sack Shador up and down the field. Like, what's going on, man?
Bro, check out this pathetic excuse for a block. Like, this offensive line gonna mess around and get the best quarterback in the SWAC hurt. Lord.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Y'all do know Coach Prime was noticing that, right? Like, I bet he was at home just writing your numbers down. Like, yeah, this guy won't be starting for me next week. I can promise you that. So, y'all probably honestly got your starting spots took, but it's nobody's fault but your own. Yeah, and shout out to Jackson State defense. They was on it more this week than they have been all year, and that's saying something because they've been dominant like no other. But the fact that they didn't have any interceptions going into this game as a secondary, as a whole defense, and the fact that they got 3, you know what I'm saying? It deserves a hand clap. You know what I'm saying? It deserves a moment of silence. That's how good it was. Okay, like, give a shout out to who was it? Number 9, Al Young. Shiloh, of course, 21. Cam, hard hitting Cam, number 12, which he was all over the field. Did great. Other players, James Houston, come on, he do what he do. I know he put a couple hits on people coming around that edge. Who else? Keontae Hampton. That boy was hidden, man. Like, it's like he had something against Devin Black. Whenever Devin Black was in the game, he was popping that man like no other. Just the whole defense as a whole, man. Even, Antoine Owens, number 99, was doing his thing. Defensive line was getting the push. I feel like we dominated every aspect of the game except our offensive line. And I'll definitely, give it to their kicker also. He did make 2 field goals, so... but I just can't give it to their special teams altogether because our special teams are doing their thing. Number 23, Isaiah Bowden. He ran that thing back on the kickoff, had me crunk, you know what I'm saying? Rucker, you know what I'm saying? I love to see Rucker do well. Freshman, Rucker, he almost ran it back. Somebody made a game-saving tackle. Not a game-saving, but a touchdown-saving tackle on him because he was about to run that thing back. Man, it was just a great game overall. Good to watch, fun to watch. Yeah, and also a shout out to Shador Sanders. That boy went slap off, threw for 4 touchdowns, ran for 1, over 300 yards. He definitely needed to be shouted out. Keith Corbin, that man went off, went slap stupid. The only thing he didn't do was score a touchdown. He pretty much done everything else. Mekhi Wyman, easily the best game of any wide receiver this year. Matter of fact, he should be Offensive Player of the Week. Who else gonna win it besides him? Like, that's gonna be easy. I don't even think a wide receiver other than him has even scored 3 touchdowns in the game this year in the SWAC, let alone Yeah, so thank you for watching. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace.